Okie doke. We are back at it. So, we had a really crazy stream last stream. We got our first sub from Anthony, and we got a decent amount of followers and a lot of viewers and engagement. So, that makes me feel good. Makes the experience worth it. So, just kind of wanted to mention that before we start that last stream was probably my best stream and it felt amazing. So, hopefully we can keep the momentum going. So we are going to stream tonight. You got it. War Sales. We're going to do the Bannerlords. So hopefully we can knock out Sturgia completely. I felt like we were getting some inroads on them. We were taking a lot of their castles and a lot of their cities. And it looks like the Nords are feeling aggressive because they sued for peace and they said no. And that's the first time the AI has said no. So I'm excited. I feel like we can maybe knock Sturgia off the map. And if we do, we're still kind of waiting to see if the king dies. Maybe we can get the kingship. I doubt it, but a lot of the Nords like us because we've been doing a lot of great stuff for them. So maybe we can, maybe we can't. But if we do, we take over the kingdom. If not, then we dip out. We say peace. It was fun. And we go ahead and leave and start our own kingdom. We might do some merc stuff to make some money if we do that too, but it just kind of depends. So, before we get too far into playthrough, I did see a movie tonight. I saw The Plague. I mentioned it last stream, so I figured it's not really a horror movie. It was actually pretty interesting. I liked the movie. It was a good movie. I need to come up with a rating system for like the other genres of movies besides horror. So that's on the to-do list. But unfortunately, I don't have that. So instead, we'll watch the trailer so you can get a feel for it. I'll briefly describe what I liked about it. And then we'll jump into what you guys want to see, which is Bannerlord. So, at least I hope that's what you want to see. Maybe you just want to see me, who knows. But anyways, that's the agenda. That's the docket. Shouldn't take too long. Maybe like 10 minutes or so. So get ready to enjoy The Plague. All right, so this is the video. Make it full screen for you guys. And let me just make sure y'all can hear it when I hit play. Let me mute myself. Yeah. Okay, y'all can hear it. Good. Okay, so to give you a brief rundown, this movie just came out. Essentially, it's all about bullying. That's the theme. They're tackling bullying. It's a bunch of teenage kids playing water polo, and they're at a summer camp, and they have this tradition to bully some random person. And, before we get too into it, I'll basically just say the theme, like I said, is tackling bullying, how it can go from natural, healthy bullying to get them young teens some thick skin into... okay, you crossed a line, let's de-escalate, and then what happens if you don't de-escalate? And they take it too far in this movie, but that's what makes it interesting. Okay, so here we go. I like that actor, by the way. But this is our main character right here.
I know this whole thing could be a little daunting.
So this scene is really just for the guys, but literally, like, there's no girls in this movie. It's all about the boys. It's all about the boys. Oh, missed that. All right, this kid. This is who they choose to bully. Okay, so this is the bully victim. All right. Let's see if we can pick him out. This is the ringleader, and this is our main character. So there you go. These are our three kind of star cast main thing that the story revolves around. And then of course every other dude here is just basically the classic gang, just back up the leader with the most charisma.
So what's with Eli?
Eli's got the plague.
It's not funny, bro.
This scene actually does happen.
Incredibly, but only through touch, so if you're exposed, oh man, you just gotta wash yourself like that. turns your brain into baby food. No brain, no nothing.
The plague is fake. So can you please tell everyone that I'm good?
Okay.
I think there's something wrong with me.
What do you mean?
I just feel something's wrong.
Someone giving you a hard time, Ben.
Why are you doing this to me?
So there you go. That's pretty much it. So, you know, this is one of those few trailers where everything they show in the trailer was actually in the movie. So that's cool. But now that we've seen that, let's I guess we'll put it on the little there you go. Boom. Put this on there. Yeah, so what did I think of the movie? It was a good movie. Without spoiling anything, essentially what happens is, like I said, we had our three main characters. You had the redhead. He's kind of the ringleader that's doing the bullying. They have the new kid who's from out of town, out of state, whatever. He comes to the camp, so he doesn't really know anything that's going on. And they tell him about this plague disease. Now, the question is it real or is it fake? You don't really know. So they're kind of like, the main character, is trying to figure that out. But what he's noticing is, like with all bully groups, you know, it's okay when you're in the in group, but it's not okay when you're the one being bullied. So he starts kind of struggling with toting the line because he kind of wants to be nice to the bully kid. He kind of wants to stay not being bullied by the bulliers, but he's also not sure if the disease is real or not. He's, you know, so he's kind of struggling with all three of those situations. And what happens is it's kind of normal level bullying. You know, it's just kind of like poking fun, boys being boys. This is exactly when people say that. This movie really depicts that, like boys just being boys. And there gets to a point in the movie where the main character confronts the bullier through a adult figure. And this was the chance that they could have de-escalated everything. But unfortunately, our main character makes the mistake of trying to tote the line, and he doesn't own up to talking to the adult figures. And if he had, it probably would have de-escalated the situation and would have been fine. But unfortunately, he lies and says, oh, maybe it was the bully kid that did it, even though the bully knows it was him. So that then causes the bully to escalate the problem. And they take it way too far on the escalation. Like when they were at that point of de-escalation, they had crossed the line, but it was still recoverable. After that, the last 30 minutes of the movie, they went crazy. Like they should not have done any of the stuff that they were doing. That was way too much, way too severe, way too harsh. But needless to say, they bully the new kid, and he now becomes the target of their bullying. The new kid, he doesn't really want to put up with it. He kind of makes a stand, gets the bully in trouble, and you think that everything might resolve itself. Well, unfortunately, the way it works with bullies, you take out one, the group just finds another charismatic bully that was kind of the go-to man, and he kind of steps up. So the bullying continues on the original kid that was being bullied, and the new kid is like, yo, to the bullied, the original bullied kid. He's basically telling him, hey, if you just behaved more normal, people would like you. But because you're acting weird, nobody likes you. You're just feeding into the bullying, essentially. They're making it easy, basically, is what he was saying. Now, this is decent advice that he's trying to give, but the way he gives it is wrong, and it's way too harsh. And he ends up, in that delivery, bullying the kid, which causes the bullied kid to snap and does some crazy stuff. And then that causes our main character to snap as well, and the movie resolves like that. So Like I said, it was a pretty crazy movie. It was pretty interesting. Pretty cool theme. I definitely think you should check it out. So if you're in the mood for watching a boys being boys, seeing how bullying goes from a healthy, just toughen your skin up into way too far, like way too much. Like when people talk about bullying being bad, it's the end of the movie that they're talking about. So that being said, it was interesting stuff. So, of course, did you guys care about any of that? Maybe not. But if you're looking for something to do, maybe you got a date, maybe you got some free time, check out The Plague. It was interesting. All right, so what you guys came for? We're going to jump right into War Sales, Bannerlord. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, but if not, we're going to get started with the main meat of our stream, which is going to be War Sales. So let's see if we can't knock out Sturgia. You know, let's remove them from the map. Let's get them gone. Okay, I think we can do it. We're gonna try and be smart about this because I do get overly ambitious, but we do have a very big army right now, so we can be a little bit more aggressive, and I think it'll match. Before I basically got high on my own success and got overconfident in my abilities, and that's why we ended up suffering all the L's that we ended up suffering. So that was me getting a swell head, thinking I know what I'm doing, when in reality, we were just looking at that pie going, we can eat the whole thing, and we didn't realize we can only have 2 slices. So we're going to try and fix that this stream. Got a big piece of Bannerlord humble pie. Yes, we did. No real answers. Yes, we did. We were humbled quite badly. In fact, we're still kind of reeling from the humbling, but we will definitely try and, you know, get it going. Got some of that yourself today. Oof. It is a tough pill to swallow when you're like, especially after you had successes. Because when you're successful, you're like, hey, I might know what I'm doing. I'm doing good. And then, boom, humble pie comes in, just hits you hard. The flavor's not what you expected. It's quite bitter. And, yeah, you end up getting kind of mad. And then the problem is it's addictive. You know, you basically are like, we can recoup. Exactly. You felt invincible at the sea. Then you got put in a real bad place on land. Was not a good time. Exactly. And the problem is you feel like it's bad. So you're like, hey, it's pretty bad right now. So I need to be a little bit more aggressive. You know, I want to get back to where I was. I'm a little bit impatient. So you just start making more decisions to make it worse. Yep. You get humbled and then you get revenge. Yep. It's a true internal story arc. Yeah, exactly. And we played it out last stream. We were very successful. We were very unsuccessful. We kind of had a medium ground and then we ended on a high note. But yeah, it's a story of life, man. Bannerlord can do that to you. But I am feeling confident. So if we look, we'll go and leave the city so we can span across the map. Sturgia has 4 cities, or like 4 towns, I guess is what they're called. And they have 3 castles. Okay. There's a pretty big army right here. I feel, because we also have some reinforcements coming, I believe. Maybe this person I was thinking of pulling in. Yeah. I say we pull in these guys. Yeah, we'll pull those guys in. They're Dane 18 hours away. With them, we should be good. So I ended my day with snagging a city and getting myself out of 2 wars. Still a single clan kingdom with myself and 3 companions with 100 men armies. Exactly, and that's kind of what we might try and do as well. But I just feel like we can take them, you know, especially this. Like, I love how this is kind of like sectioned off by itself right now. And I think Valandia is fighting them as well. So if we could take all of these cities, I really don't think they'll be able to like take any of them, and then we can focus on kind of finishing them off. But I think if we can take out this army, we'd be doing good. So they're trying to travel to Takor. Okay, so they're going all the way over here to this village. So we're going to be able to follow them and hopefully get that guy we recruited so we can finish him off. So we want this guy to link up with us, and with him on our team, I feel like we have a shot at destroying these guys pretty easily. So what's our speed at? Okay, so we are faster than them slightly. And these guys kind of roped off on their own, which is fine. We are just kind of waiting for them to join us, and then we'll go ahead and attack these guys. Fortunately, that city is sieged. Burnt. They got raided, so we can't recoup. We'll try and recoup some of our party over here. Nice. Everybody recruited up. Are there any other cities? No. So I guess we'll try and get this city and then this city while still kind of keeping an eye on this army. Oh, are they going after this castle now? I feel like they are going after that castle. And if that's the case, then we're in better shape. We can get these guys if they lay siege to it. And we'll definitely help defend that castle. Doesn't look like they're sieging yet. I still feel like they're probably traveling over there. But we're just trying to recruit up our army, kind of rebuild it a little bit. And I believe that's the guy we were waiting for. So once he links up, we'll grab some more troops. Then we'll head this way and see if we can't head off that army. Let's see. Alright. 50% chance of getting wounded. Let's go with let them fight until the first drop of blood is shed. Alright, no real answers. You had your rebels take over a city on the edge of Valandia that you took from the rebels, and are immediately made good with the Valandian leader, and use Valandia as an ally to push the Empire and Britannia away. LOL. No, that's actually, like, that's kind of the best scenario when you're fighting, is like those rebel cities, because you can just attack them with like no real repercussions, and sometimes you get lucky. Nobody even wants to fight you because of that, and then you can just easily get, like you said, get some allies and use them as a buffer. So unfortunately, I still don't know where that army is, so we're just gonna assume that they went this way. Not even sure where that city is. Hey, we have another baby boy or girl from Nima. So I believe this was Anthony's. No, this is one of our original viewers, Ian's wife. Yeah, the rebels had 2 guys left in the whole faction. They got a little mouthy and didn't realize they'd end up losing more than their city. But oh well. Exactly. You told him who to talk to. You said no. We're not gonna take any crap from this. We're gonna get a W. And you know, they just got too big for their britches. That happens when you play Bannerlord, you know. I feel like it's prone to get you big for your britches, and unfortunately your pants fall down every time. So definitely not fun. Definitely not fun. Alright, he was there for the child's birth, so we'll go ahead and advance. This is his second wife, by the way. The first wife died in childbirth. So, you know, W for him. She didn't die in childbirth for this one. So, cool. Alright. Let's go ahead and see if it was a boy or girl. Where is he? Here he is. Ah, it's a girl. It's sad in Bannerlord when they give birth to girls, because if you marry them off, they leave your clan. So basically they just have to be forever single. So it's sad. But, you know, we're not going to let somebody else take somebody that we trained up. Alright, no real answers. You did reinforce the garrison to a number that no small army could take. There's 609 men in the garrison alone, plus the 200 militia. Yeah, no, that's going to be tough to take. But unfortunately, in War Sales, assuming you're playing in War Sales, the AI have been, I don't know if you've been seeing it, but they've been like getting up to like 2,000 men armies. Some people that I was watching in their playthroughs, they were fighting 3,000 men armies. And I didn't even know the AI could get that many. So, definitely pretty crazy. Trying to find that big army that we saw, but we're going to wipe these guys out if they don't leave. Okay. We'll recruit some more troops for ourselves. Can we get these guys? Yes, you're in War Sales. Mine have been at war like 1,200, which I could defend from. Yep. One time, yeah. Yeah, that's not too bad. 1,200 is not too bad. That's workable. But yeah, it's like 2,000, 3,000. That's a pretty tough one to struggle through. Yeah, they're way faster than us, but that's okay. They're heading towards this city, kind of. I guess they're going to attack those villagers. And if they do, hopefully we can save them. Nope, doesn't look like it. But they are disorganized, so maybe we can head them off. Well, they got away. Alright, that's okay. We'll recruit up. Britannia is just like a swarm of insects inside of an army. I swear, I saw like 12 guys with 70 troops or less just running around. Yep, nope. They just have so many like nobles and stuff that they're built up with. They just keep recruiting and recruiting, and nobody's like giving them the business for some reason. They just kind of get free reign to do whatever they want over there. Is there anything worth buying? Yep. And they can't get caught because the force bonus makes them too quick. I find I'm always too slow. So, I don't know why, but we are always just too slow. Anyways, we're going to make our way towards this castle. We're going to go ahead and take it. Should be easy enough. I can't... Okay, here's the army. What's our army composition? Oh, we're all infantry, no archers. I really don't like that. We know what they are yet. Okay, they're all infantry and no archers as well, with a little bit of cavalry. What's our cavalry look like? 15? I would feel better if we had more cavalry to match them. Because we're pretty evenly matched everywhere else. So I don't think I want to fight them. We are faster than them, so we can maneuver around them. Maybe. Maybe not.
Ah,
My gosh.
fate smiles on me today. I can't think.
He wants everything we have. Okay, we can't do that. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a big battle, and I was actually trying to avoid it. So, yeah, but of course, when I try to avoid an enemy, I can't. But when they try to get it, like when I try to go attack an enemy, I can't ever reach them. But when they attack me, they reach me. So I thought we were far enough away from them, but we took an L route. So I guess we should have just retreated back to the castle. Okay, this is going to be a tough one. How do we want to deal with this? Because they have so much cavalry. Just kind of observing our field of battle. We go all the way out here? No, right? Why would we be able to go over here? Oh, we can. Wow. Let me go back here. No, it's out of bounds. Alright, what's over this way then? There's a pretty big boundary line. I kind of like this position. We'll keep this position in mind. Which is weird. Sturgia outnumbering someone with Cav. Yeah, I know, exactly. That's why I was like surprised by that, but okay, maybe this spot is the best spot. Because we can kind of like kind of use this as a way to pop off on what's out this way. Ooh. Okay, they're posted up way over there. That's good to know. They're right there. Ideally, we post up right here. It'll be hard for their cavalry to come from this direction without hitting a bunch of trees. And we can kind of like sponge this area. And then we can have our archers kind of up here. Maybe. And then they could fall back. Like behind the hill. That might be how we do this. Alright, let's see if this works out. Okay. We're just going to try it. Like I said, the army composition is not really what I want. Although we will probably get reinforced over here. So it might be worth it to stay over here, actually, and use these hills. And then we can kind of like push right while keeping the height. What are you guys thinking? Do you like that spot better, or do you like this spot better? Because I'm thinking in this spot, we could put like a group of archers here. And we could put a group of archers here. And then we can kind of have these guys like push right. Have the archers kind of push right. And if we need to, we can kind of like move over here. Keeping in mind that they have about 60 cavalry in each of their divisions. Or, the other option is, we go over here, and we basically like hide behind these trees. So the cavalry can't really rout us this way. And then our archers are just kind of picking them off right here. And then we have some of our cavalry back here kind of cutting off this left flank of cavalry. And they can't really do much behind us too. Alright. You try to hide behind the trees to force the cav to swing wide. Yep, okay. Alright. That's what I was thinking too. So we'll go with this spot. We'll try and have them push the cav out here. Only issue is like when we get reinforced, we'll probably get reinforced over there. So if we can wipe out the cavalry good enough, we'll maybe like maneuver back this way. So go ahead and drop some archers in. And now if we lose, it wasn't solely my decision, you know. We can have a team battle going on this one. I don't want to put the other group. Probably the other group will be back here. Alright, so this is the next decision. Do we do 2 archer divisions? Or do we just do 1 big one? Try and protect the archer division. So I'm not really sure. You've taken your L for the day, so you're bound to win. Yeah, that could be it. But we could also put them here and have them kind of retreat back. Because, again, the enemy is often that direction. So they're going to be coming this way. So these guys could be kind of shooting on the approach. And then we can have them fall back behind the ledge. And then these guys would kind of cover the retreat. it was me, I would split the infantry to 2 squares, then split the archers behind them. But I feel I do weird tactics. Yeah. It is a big amount of infantry. Only problem is, like, they have just as big. And I don't know. I think they're all kind of... Oh, no, they're all pretty heavily armed, actually. Okay. I know we have a bunch of scrubs in here, too. All right, let's try that. Let's try 2 infantry divisions. And let's put them in charge, because I like the banner that they have. And then we'll split them pretty much even. And then do square 1. And then square 2. Okay. And then what else can we... Oh, yeah, the cavalry. Okay. And I say we have the cavalry just kind of sponging. Probably here. I'd rather them hit the cavalry than the archers. And then after these guys shoot a little bit. My official tactic is to hide behind the tree, split the infantry to 2 squares, create a kill zone, and put the archers behind it in a reverse V pointing towards the gap. But that's just the mental image. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, like, as they... Like, so I want these archers kind of shooting them on the approach to get some easy kills. Then I want this group to fall back, like you were saying, to create V1, probably here. And then these archers will also kind of fall back to, like, V2. Knowing that they're going to have a cav division trying to push this way. So we actually might use these guys. Shield wall. To help buffer the archer's retreat. We'll have them be the sacrificial lamb. We'll have these guys. Yep. I think so too. Have them push back to change to shield walls after the cav's dealt with. Yeah. Alright. We'll have these guys. Shooting on the approach. We'll have these guys blocking. These guys will pull back here. Then these guys will pull back here. Actually, probably best to just leave them here. Actually, no. We're going to have them here. That way they can shoot at the cavalry division that's coming from this direction. And then we'll have them, like, push back here. And we'll have these guys push back here. And again, these guys are going to be a meat shield. Protect them. Alright, let's try that. But we will have them fall back, the archers fall back into a V. And we'll have that division be the bait for our infantry. And then the other division is going to be kind of like a clog for their cavalry on that side. So... kind of see what happens here. But I'm kind of afraid of, like, that cav division. I feel like we got this cav division set up pretty good. Because they're going to hit the trees, and they're going to hit this infantry. And then these archers are going to be able to shoot at them while they're doing that. And then these archers should be able to hit those guys for a little bit. And they should take a lot of the brunt of the damage from their archers and stuff. Because if we can get rid of their archers without losing too many of our archers, then we should be able to take care of their infantry. These guys are in shield wall, right? Yeah, okay, they are. Good. Okay. See how I bumped every tree right there? That's kind of what we hope they do. Okay, that cow is pushing slowly. Alright. Have these guys push left more. Okay, they're being tangled up with that group. These archers are hitting them. These archers are hitting them. What are we doing? Why are we here? Fortunately, that cab division didn't really help. But let's go ahead and grab these guys. Actually, wait. I want this division. Unfortunately, we lost all of our archers. The cavalry is just too annoying. I said I didn't want to fight this battle. Ow, that really hurt. Who hit me? Oh my gosh, and now we lost our main character. And I was just trying to stay alive. Alright. Regroup over here. Got this archer division. That bad? Yeah, I know. It's the problem is like we just can't. Oh, wait. This is the 5th division. If we could save these archers, it might be possible to still get a W. These groups are fighting them in the back while these guys are moving. All right, we're about even still somehow. But we lost pretty much all of our archers except for this group. They still have that group of infantry coming in. But luckily their infantry block here is pretty weak. We should be able to take that infantry. Okay, we got a chance. Oh, not that. We don't want to do that. All right. Number 5. Alright, we still have to worry about that cavalry division. Our archers are still doing okay. Man, every time. This group, if I could get them to wheel this way. This is where we either live or die. Exactly. And if this archer group can stay picking them off. See if we can't help them out, keep from getting routed. Alright. Oh no. Okay, let's try this. F3, F5. Transfer some of these troops to 3. Then we'll have 3 come here to protect these archers. Yep, nope, we ended up losing this one. Yeah, we can't pull it out. The cavalry just did too much damage to us. Yeah. Because you can see they still have the cavalry left. Their archers are gone, but the infantry, you know, is going to overwhelm us. But yeah, no, we just couldn't do it. And like I said, I didn't actually want to fight this battle because I knew we would lose. I want to see. Yeah, like I said, we were outnumbered, so we had to pull out like a lot of enemies. We're gonna lose, but whatever. Oh, that's so frustrating. And I was trying to be humble. I knew we weren't gonna win. I was like, yo, let's just back out and like avoid them. And I couldn't even avoid them. And so I knew exactly what would happen. So thank goodness I have gauged my skills correctly because I knew we were gonna lose. I was like, we can't win this one. We can't win. And I was like, let's just go around. And then stupidly, I was like, oh, we're faster than them. We should be able to get around them. And still, they caught us. They freaking caught us. Oh, so annoying. Because the worst part is I called it. I knew we wouldn't beat that army. And I knew it would be exactly because we were going to be outgunned. And now, unfortunately, we lost all chance of really taking it to the Sturgeons now. Yeah, exactly. We got humbled in our travel speed. Not like we already knew our battle skills were not there. We accurately gauged our battle skills and we said, we can't do this. Okay, so what we should do instead is avoid. And then I got humbled by my travel speed. No real answers. You called it. It's exactly what it was. Following a peace treaty? Because of a peace declaration. What is he talking about? All right, let's go with endurance. Do a double shot of endurance, and it looks like they're going to be a good governor. Okay. I wish my guy was better at escaping too, because now we've been held captive this whole time. We're not ransoming. Luckily, our money situation is good, at least. Are we never gonna get offered to leave? Yeah, losing that many troops is hard to recover quickly. Exactly, because it was like we had 600 men. So these guys are being annoying. Like, they're just holding us captive this whole time. Finally! Thrown into a dungeon. Thrown into a dungeon. At least they know we're a threat. You know, they're not offering us to be removed because they're afraid of us. That's probably what it is. Alright, so much for defeating Sturgia. I mean, look at this army. They didn't even care. What are they even doing? Man, we're just spending all our time in this dungeon. Fortunately, we're going to have to try and retreat this way as quickly as possible, too. Maybe we can get to this castle and get some troops. Well, at least we're making money every day. Been held captive for a week at this point. A week! Like, what are these guys doing? Offer us some money. Let us pay our way out. Come on, team. I know that, like, for the Nords, you know, for the Nords out there, I know that the last couple of battles I've lost, and, you know, I get that. You're not, like, super willing to get me back. But, I mean, just look at what I've done for you guys. Finally. Okay, so we just broke out ourselves. Okay, we just had to take it upon ourselves. So let's retreat this way. Because this is towards allies. Unfortunately, the looters are going to definitely catch us. And there's no way we can avoid them. So that's fun. Nice. Alright. I should have tried to see if we could bribe them, but I don't think we could. But I should have tried it. But I looters, I feel like we can take. Why is our health at half? We've been in prison for like a week and we didn't really heal at all. I know they weren't feeding us and stuff, but still, you think we would get some food. Alright. Okay, we can't be doing that. Okay, they got over the ridge finally. Why we were taking our time with that, because over the ridge... Oh, I hit the tree. Come on. We knew from, like, this angle they weren't going to be shooting at us when we were underneath, like this. Okay. Okay, we were hiding behind those trees. Okay, these guys are eventually going to run out of rocks. But we don't want to spend too much time delaying, because it gets kind of boring just watching me retreat around. Ow. But we also don't want to get imprisoned again. So, we can finish off these guys. Ow. Oh, we can't afford to miss. Nice. Alright, let's restock. And then we should be able to take these guys out. And they're finally out of rocks. Scum. Alright, we got out of that. Alright. Take our prisoners. Oh, cool. We got a cool camel. Increased melee damage. Okay, that's cool. And honestly, we'll take the food. And we'll just... we'll take that too. No, what we can do though is we can start recruiting these guys to us. Okay, let's go ahead and grab these guys. We might do a prison break as well to get get her back. Since we really can't do anything. But I want to be full health if we do that. And these deserters are a problem. We are in a really bad spot right now. Well, that guy's totally losing. Alright, the deserters turn around. This is such a bad moment for us. Okay, maybe we can work something out. Okay, 10k, not bad.
Stop there.
Oh my god.
I beat.
Oh my gosh. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to be prisoner. Maybe these guys can attack and win. How did they join our party? We're prisoners. Great. We're gonna spend another like week imprisoned because we can't even get away. Oh, now this army pops up. Where were they when I needed them? Ah. All right, well, this is not going great. We went from trying to like beat Sturgia to now at this point, like, we'd be lucky. Rebuild. I know. It's just nothing but prison. See, these guys are going to take us captive, though. We can't even retreat this way. Because, like, these guys are going to just take us captive. So we have to run this way, away from them. Hope that they just don't care enough to catch us. Okay, the ones that I hate are when they stop you, you pay them off, then they immediately stop you again. Exactly, it's like if I pay you off, you shouldn't be able to just turn around and catch me. Okay, alright. He escaped, nice. You escaped, nice. Can we get somebody to reinforce us? Centrifugal Inquiry, Luca. Best viewers on stream, but nice. Always great to have Zabats come in. Alright, so hopefully these guys, how long is it going to take them to get to us? Pretty long. Let's go to the clan. Someone else escaped from captivity. Okay, so the only person left is Vidar. We can get the spice vendor back whenever she pops up. Okay, we don't want to go that way because of that guy. Okay, we were able to get around this dude. Luckily, I think they're just leaving us alone for now. And if we can get those other guys coming in to help us out, it'll be that much better off. I'm afraid of going down here because we'll be landlocked. Let's just kind of stick to the sides. Okay, they don't have anybody in there. Okay, there's a friendly over here, so let's move towards them. Okay, we can at least hide behind this person now. Gain 20 renown. Okay, gain 20 renown. Well, we can go here. Okay, we probably have the last dude. This guy can come in. And then that guy's still a prisoner. Okay. Okay, can now retreat into here. And then let's go to the keep. And let's try and grab our companion. Where's our companion? This guy. Okay. We're not too shabby, not too shabby. Do you have any solar stash in the garrison you can go pull from? Yes, we are going to make our way there. The problem is we can't get over there because of all the people in the way. But We're finally in a good spot. Okay, we got all of our clan party members back. Our health is back at full. These guys are coming to us. Okay, let's see who wants this castle. Okay, this guy doesn't like us too much, so we'll throw some weight his way. We'll just do that much, because we'll let Hafthar keep it. He did win it, but we just want the relation with this clan. Nice. Good. Excellent. Alright, let's go ahead and join the tournament. Ooh, this is a noble steed. Alright, let's see if we can't make this a little bit interesting and get a W for once. You know, this team has started off with nothing but L's. So we want blue team to go to the next round or yellow team. Because yellow team's my wife, blue team is my brother's new wife. So actually we want yellow team to go into the next round because she's actually good. Her stats are pretty low. So we want to get rid of blue and red. Which are those? Okay. Or lose again, sadly. Exactly, Curvy. Exactly. Alright, me and the wife tag teamed. That was a bad move. Okay. Dang, she swung faster than us. I thought for sure we got that. Okay. Block to the right, swing to the left, block left, swing right. Oh, I thought we got behind her. Oh! Oh, I thought we got her on that one. Oh, there we go. Okay. The block fest. I wish I knew how to feint. Oh, but I was too slow on the block. LOL. Yep. Alright, but it's okay. We go to the next round anyways. Our wife beat us. You know what? We're not wife beaters over here. We're not wife beaters. We let her win. You know? Are we really going to hit a woman? No. Mind you, we did hit her with 2 axe. 3, maybe 4 axe hits. But, hey, she's our wife. We had to let her win. You know, it'll make the time at home a little bit better. You know? That's right, Curvy. That's right. Can't be beaten wives. Can't be beaten wives. We're better than that. Okay, we don't want him to win. The wife's on our team. Excellent. Excellent. That sucked. Alright, we're tag teamed right now. Archer, help us, please. Please do something. She is useless. Okay, this guy's weak. I mean, we're weak too, but... Okay. Oh, and the archer's still there. Oh my gosh, we lost. Alright, hopefully our brother can win this tournament for us. Okay, he's in the final round. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay. Go, let's go. Let's go, bro. Okay, that was a good hit. That's a good hit. Come on. You can do it. Yes, yes, yes. Go aggressive. You got this. It's in the bag. Let's go. Our brother won. We do, in fact, hit women. Sometimes we have to. So you don't hit women. You don't treat them equally. Oh, the logic trap has begun. Well, this is a tournament. You know, it's not even real. The damage isn't even real. So... You know, these were all men, by the way, you know? So, like, clearly we were fine. But yeah, dang. I'm so happy our brother picked it off and got the W for us. 'Cause now we get a cool horse. So, can we equip the horse? Can we equip... No, okay. It's okay. But I don't want to sell him. I want to keep him if possible. So that way I can use him. Ooh, you know what? There's probably some companion that we have. Yes. So he's the bandit leader dude. Can anybody else? Oh, our brother. We'll give him the horse. Okay. Who else has a horse? Okay. Nima. Okay, yes. So she can take the brother's horse. Good. So we want our name characters. He's stuttering. We got him on the ropes. No. I was a little afraid of what was going on there. Not gonna lie, but we got all the good horses, and you know, we kept our honor intact. You know, we do indeed not hit women. You know. Alright. What we need to do is get over to our garrison over here, and take all those men, or at least half of them. All right, Kirby, thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. You've been a great addition to the stream, gaslighting me. Is that the person that... Why isn't she joining us? Okay, good. All right, let's recruit some more troops. Always good to see Kirby. Great dude. We love him. Okay. It's our army comp. All infantry. Okay, so let's just kind of stay away. I think these guys want to join us too. Let's go help these guys out too. Alright, we'll come to her rescue. We got this. Do. Alright, let's have our infantry here. Have our archers here. 3 lines. Have the other set of archers here. And then put our cavalry here. And then we'll have the other infantry also here. Kind of blocking this cav group. Alright. Let's go see if we can't pick off some enemy leaders. Yep, there she is. Ooh, dang it, the wrong one. But we got her. Alright, retreat, retreat. We'll have these guys go into shield. Come on, dude, hit that guy. Ow, that hurt. Okay, we got this. Where are these guys at? Yeah, that's right. There he is. Oh, dang it, missed. Missed again. Oh. See if we can't hit them before they retreat. Nope. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I missed. Dang it, they're gonna escape. Dang it. That's okay. We took the W with no losses on at least the party that we're holding. We saved them. We will take those guys and the archers. Actually, we'll just take everybody. We need prisoners. And then we don't need that. Okay. We're good. Make our way to the castle. So we're not going to fully deplete the castle completely. Ooh, wait. Let's help out this siege. have they set up the siege camp yet? Actually, I don't think they did. So you know what? Let's go over to this city. Ooh. Wait up. We will help you. I thought that big army was gonna help the smaller group right here, but they didn't. So we will help them instead. Okay, we should be able to win this one. We'll have Infantry Division 1. Infantry Division 2. We'll have Archer Division 1. Archer Division 2. And then we'll have Cavalry here. And a shield wall. Alright. So those guys are definitely going to die. For sure. Like, they stand no chance. They're just blindly running to the enemy. We're posting up here. Take a tactical position. But of course, the AI is being smart and retreating back. So, are they going to advance or are we going to have to advance on him? So if we're going to advance on them, we want to come from this direction so we can use the terrain hide most of our troops. Okay. So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and grab Division 1. Here. Division 5. Here. Archers here. And archers here. With cavalry here. So this will make it to where we're hiding most of our troops behind here. That way they have to come to us. And if not, we'll push further and go up this mountain and come down from behind them. So it really will depend on them. Once we get over here and set up, we'll see if they advance. If they don't, then we're going to route this way. Oh, that was a close one. Ow. Okay. So it does indeed look like they're just going to hold their position, which is good because what we'll do is we'll circle around. So we're going to use some tactics here. So let's go with our archer division, or no, our cav division. We're going to have them go over here. We'll have this archer division move to here. And then move here and have them face this way. We'll have this infantry division move here, and move here, and then move there, and we'll have them face this way. We'll have this division move here, and here, and here, and here, face this way. And then we'll have these guys push here. Yeah, okay. That's probably going to be good. Alright, let's see what that does. If I have numbers, they always just ball up in the back of the map. Exactly. But now they're going to come over the slope right here to defend it. But we're going to be there to stop them. I actually want those guys to fall back some. So is that Cav Division 5?
Form a shield wall.
have these guys fall back here. They don't need to be that far up.
Form a wall. Infantry.
Go back to line. Alright. Let's have these guys form back into a scheme, a square. Alright, let's have these guys push. Here, and then we'll have these guys push here. Don't want to get poked. Okay, we're doing good. Ow. Alright, let's tell everybody to charge. Let's put everybody in line formation. Not bad. I feel like we did that one pretty good. Are you using RTS camera to do the overhead commanding and troop separation stuff? Exactly. So, RTS camera, with the new version that they uploaded, this is how I go into the aerial battle. But the RTS camera, like, comes with another mod called RTS command system, and that's where I'm telling them to do this. Where, like, I can give them multiple orders, as you can see, and it cues it so that way, like, they'll route the direction that I want them to. Or I can not hold shift and just tell them, like, charge the enemy, and that overrides everything, and it removes all the queue stuff. So that's how I'm doing that. So anyways, all right, that was a good win for us. We didn't lose too many, and we saved them, so that's good. We will again work on our army comp now that we were successful. I kind of want to start a secondary playthrough just as a commander and use that mod system, then LL, just no battle skills at all. No, it's actually pretty useful. I do like fighting with it. Okay, so we saved her. We were moving over here to recruit, since we can't really fight that yet until they build the siege camp. But we'll go ahead and help these guys out and attack. And then this one, this fight should be a little... Wow, it didn't let us set up either. I mean, honestly, we could just tell everybody. Did not want to do that. I want them in a line. Them to charge. We'll have these guys charge. F1, F3, and then we'll have these guys just post up there. We'll have these guys just kind of move. We'll tell them to engage, and then these guys will tell them to engage. Okay, that should be good. We don't really have to command too much like this. Just like maxing out leadership, tactics, and stewardship. Yeah, exactly. The tactics is the if you max that one out, the good part about maxing it out is whenever you do like the auto decision stuff, your guy is more successful. Oh my gosh, we got stuck. Back up, guys. Back up. Okay, we're unstuck. Whew! That was a very bad positioning on our part. And of course we lost. Because we're stupid. I screwed myself by getting stuck in that spot. So, yeah. My fault. I should have known better. Because we just were not thinking. And I wanted to get up close and do some stuff, but I kind of got my stuff stuck. So that's okay. We are just slowly advancing, you know. All right. So-and-so leveled up. Let's give them powerful and move on. But yeah, tactics, if you level up the tactics, then like when you try to break in and stuff, you lose less troops and whatnot. So it's actually kind of good. And then if you auto battle resolve, it'll do that too. Stream Hub World, yeah, we are trying to be a king. We are trying to be a king. Okay. So we can definitely break in now that they're sieging. Wish we could siege it. So let's go ahead and take the L. And we'll just wait until they attack, and then we'll do the defense, and we should win. And we have not saved in a long time, even though we've taken a lot of L's. But we should be able to win this one, okay? I feel confident we got this one in the bag, you know? They may outnumber us 2-1, but the best part about this is... wait, am I in charge of the defense? I am. Okay. Good to know, good to know. So they have catapult set up and catapult. There we go. So we'll make them build up the catapults for us. Incoming L. No, we got this. We're not going to lose. We got this. Oh, I just wish this one built in time. Okay, the best part is we have our catapults hopefully on the main spot. So these guys... Alright, let's slow everything down. Let's tell everybody to come off the walls because the AI is stupid and moves them up. And what we want to do is have these guys push here. We'll have these guys here. What is this? Is this where they get the ladders? Where are the ladders on this castle? Oh, they have a siege tower. Okay. I'm so lost. Alright. Where is the gate entrance? Is this the gate? Yes, okay. This is the gate. Have these guys here. Okay. And then these guys... I guess we'll have them a square there. But no, not these guys. Yo, I'm so confused. I wish it like let me start the battle so I don't have to just kind of guess what we're doing right now. We'll put these guys here. Actually, I want to transfer these guys. F3, F5. We're going to give them to this infantry. Because that's the one over here. Then our archers, we want here. Come on. Cool. Then we want these archers here. That's archers as well. So we'll have the archers here in a line facing that way. Okay. Have another set here. And then finally, we'll have another set here. Okay. That was a lot. Now we need to find a catapult. Okay, there's a catapult. Unfortunately, it's not an onager, it's just got stones for ammo. And of course, we want to try and help them destroy that siege tower, but unfortunately we weren't able to get to it in time. So that area is going to be a problem. So let's go over there and get the fire pots and throw them down. Because this area is going to be an issue. No! We lost our fire pot ammo. Finally, got rid of that guy. Gosh. Alright, this is frustrating. Okay. Maybe we can get this pulled out. Oops. Not hit the friendlies. Oh, those are all friendlies, nice. Okay. Alright, we took this L too. Nothing is going our way. We're getting just totally wrecked. Oh my gosh. If my guy didn't go down, oh my gosh. I hated this layout of this whole castle. The layout of the castle confused me too much to be able to like post up. Normally I can win that. It's just it was way too crazy to be able to like figure out where to go. Whatever. Take another fat L from hubris. It's just not our day today. It's just not our day. Tower landing was rough. Yes, I know, because I didn't even know that they were posted up there. I was just like still trying to figure out where the gate was. So yeah. We took our L's thoroughly. Yeah, that was not fun. Alright, we deserved this. We earned this L. We earned this one. Oh, man. Hopefully they can besiege the town and win it real quick and we can get free again. Great! And our city rebelled against us. Alright, team. We are not looking good. We've taken some massive losses. Okay? About to have to pay 30k just to get away. We get away. Nice. Now what? Varcheg is revolted against us. Okay? Alright. They've revolted. Our loyalty was too low. I'm just not having fun right now. Getting my butt kicked. Okay, so let's retreat over to our other garrison. Take the dude back. Take him in. Take them in. Get our party back together. And let's just play it a little bit safer, okay? It's like I said, we're doing exactly what we did last stream. We're being way too ambitious, doing way too much. We need to just slow down. And yes, I agree. They are unloyal swine. We need to just behead all of them. Oh my gosh. Freaking kidding me. I wasn't paying attention.
So
That's just wonderful. That's just wonderful. Well, we love being a prisoner. We just love it. Hopefully, yes, rescue us, maybe? Yes, please? Somebody? Come on, you can do it! Yes, we're gonna get freed. Let's freaking go. W, guys, I like y'all. Actually, wait a minute. We have enough of clan experience. You, join us. Alright, nice. Okay, now we can wait. We can get our people back. Okay, get our people back. Get our people back. We're rebuilding. Oh. We're gonna post up over here. And we're gonna deal with that unloyal, slimy city Varcheg, okay? We're gonna deal with them, but not anytime soon. And I know what you're thinking. We shouldn't attack these guys. And I agree. We're not going to. We're actually gonna wait for them to be pretty much won, and then we're gonna come in at the end and just take the victory. Okay. Exactly. Alright. Okay, interesting choice. We do vigor instead. You get social. Nah, we'll go with cunning. Cunning and control. Alright, so he can be a good captain for us. Alright. Or her, whatever it was. So mainly what we're doing is just chilling with these guys until all of our clan members are back. Okay, we're doing good. And then what we'll do is we'll attack these guys. I feel like once they get down to like 200. Come on. Also, while we're waiting, can anybody else get back to us? No. Okay. Alright, now we help. Okay. Now we should be able to get this W. And if we take an L here, I'm going to be extremely pissed. Alright, they have one catapult here. Not gonna ride in like Helm's Deep. Exactly. Exactly. We're gonna come in and be the Rohirrim. Come in on the 5th day. They look to the east and they see us. And they may be disappointed, but that's okay. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, I can't believe we hit her. I thought we were gonna hit that light, the little pole right there. Oh, that's way too low. Oh, a little bit more to the right. Nice. One more time. Okay, we got him. Yes, we saved him. All right. So it's about there. What? That went right through his skirt. Okay. Nice. The less catapult shots they get, the better. Okay, he's dead. I thought I saw somebody. Let's get the main dude. Oh, wow. And then we refill one more time, and then we're out of refills. Ooh, axe to the face. All right, let's see if we can't. Oh, wow, this siege tower is coming right in front of us. All right, horse, we're good for now. Start throwing at these axes. Alright, excuse me. Let me through. Nice, they're off this siege tower. Alright, so we're just staying with the Sea of Men, but we're trying to help. Trying to help. Okay, we're not getting any hits off yet, but that's okay. Like I said, we're just trying to help. Keeping most of our health. Alright, now we... Oh, and we got an enemy lord. Nice. Alright, we're doing good now. Loving this little house spot that we got. Nice. Alright, we got a little posse running with us that we can do some damage with. Nice. Alright, they got him. Go ahead and just... Oh, whoops. Did not think they were going to turn around. Alright, this posse is mainly moving this way. Okay, we're doing good. Alright, not bad. Not bad. We were successful on that one. And we didn't really take any damage either. Ah, finally, we got a W. Killed 16 guys ourselves. Not bad. And then we will get rid of those looters. And one of those guys. Okay. Alright. Recruit troops. Yes, please. Okay. We leveled up our two-handed. So let's go with party limit. Now they can give you that town so it can be a rebel too. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Finally, and we got mighty blow. Ah, we're looking up. Okay, you stun enemies longer after they block your attack, and you get +1 hit point for every skill point above 250. Oh, finally. Our guy is slowly getting there. And then we want the 30 skill. Alright, so let's save. You know, I like, you almost don't want this city because this is the city that keeps going back and forth by the Valandians. Or by the Sturgeons and the Nords. They keep taking this one city. So I actually don't want that city, if at all possible. Alright, so now that we have this chick with us, we are going to move over here, restock. Because we won't be picked up by just these random dudes. Okay, we got this going. Our L's are looking like they might be over. Okay, we might have some success geared up for us. So we don't want to completely deplete these guys either. Alright, who are we going to give it to? They still don't like us as much, so we'll do that much. So that they don't win, and Halfdar can keep it, but we can also get some more relation. Nice. Okay. Hubris is what I hear. LOL. No, no, no. No, we're not being too hubris. We got this. Okay. We are in a rebuilding phase. Okay. I just needed her to like protect us. We'll take the best troops from over here, mainly archers. While still leaving enough. See, Nord Sky Gods, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Then go ahead and customize these guys by tier. Huskarls, exactly. Go with the Berserkers. Shield companions. Alright. Probably good on infantry. So now if we can get some archers. Okay. And then let's throw those guys back at them. So they have some people. Okay. Nice. So they're not too badly depleted, but we're slowly building up, and our army composition is a little bit better now. So once we recruit up from here, we'll go over to our city over here as well. And also recruit some more. then we can go take that castle. Okay. They're already besieging it. 631. So maybe if we can build up enough, we might go help them out on the siege defense, but they're probably going to lose it before we get enough people. That's okay. Decrease morale, lose 500, increase morale. Let's do that. Does the RTS command system let you break out the troops by troop type, like one specific type of infantry to one group and a different infantry type to another group, or does it still mix? No, it still mixes, but you can do like heavy infantry shields and stuff like that, like the vanilla lets you do. But no, it won't let you be like Huskarls here, Sky God archers here. It won't let you do that. It still just breaks them up like the base game breaks them up. But like I said, it does let you queue the routes. So when you tell them to go somewhere, they can like you can like kind of arc them. So it's not just like a straight line to where you told them. So that does help a little bit. Okay. But no, the command system's pretty good, but you know, it still kind of keeps it close to the base game stuff. Go to the keep. Manage the garrison. Put it back by tier. Take these guys. All of those guys. Take those two. Take those guys. Okay. And we'll throw those guys in there. Throw those guys in there. These guys go to archers. These guys don't, so we'll get rid of them. I think these guys go to archers, right? No, they don't. So we'll get rid of them. I like the sea guys, so that's fine. Can throw them in there too. We'll throw these guys in as well. These guys should go to archers, I believe. Yeah, we could get them archers. Okay. Okay. That comp is looking a little bit better. Okay. Curious if it would help my shield wall berserkers 2 infantry strat any better. Curious if it would help my shield wall berserker 2 infantry stat. No, it should be able to help you with the command system. It should be able to help you with that. Because you can at least like queue them up to like, I don't know, I feel like RTS is always worth having. It's just so useful to be able to one sec, we need to boost that because they're about to revolt too. Okay, now let's leave and hope they don't revolt against us and keep recruiting. What's our max troop limit? 194. Okay. It's one I actually never used. You've never used RTS? That's crazy. RTS is so useful. It's honestly, I feel like it should just be like how the command system is in general. It's hard to play without it, to be honest. So that surprises me that you never used it. Because you can just do so much more with it. It's a great mod. Great mod. Okay. We'll recruit these guys because we could turn them into archers, and then we'll make our way to some more Nords. Looks very Total War style. Exactly, exactly. Total War is cool. Never played it, but I've seen other people play it. These guys become Skarls. So actually, we'll just take all of them. Okay, let's go over here. And then we need to be strategic with our stuff. So we're kind of hoping she's recruiting people too. Yeah, she is. Okay, good. Okay. All right. We have traded that city again. See, that's why we didn't want this city, by the way, because they already took it back. All right. Man, we've just been trading back and forth. Like, honestly, the map has not changed since we started. The only thing that's changed is we now have less troops. And we spent a significant amount of time in prison. That was the other thing that changed a lot. Okay, we want her to be a governor. Yeah, she can be a clan party leader. Commanding her intelligence. Nice, okay. Alright, let's make our way over here. Where did that army go? Did that army lose? Oh, we have no food. That's not good. Let's buy up all this fish then. Okay. Should be good on food for now. Alright, I'm just curious what's over here, but we probably won't do anything. We'll probably retreat back. Oh wait, this is the army. Oh, she's just started the army. She doesn't have anybody. Yeah. We will try sieging this. Okay. Because we can definitely take the city. Definitely. But if another army pops up, then we're just gonna retreat. Okay. Should be good. Alright, let's go ahead and leave. Let's push back this way. Because, yeah, exactly. In comes the 2K army, exactly. But I think these guys are going to break off enough where we could pocket some of these lords. Maybe. I don't want to get at least one group. Okay, can we cut them off?
Yours
Yes.
is not
All right.
a face I...
We will take our prisoner. We got this one in the bag. And we definitely have more archers now, so we should be good. So let's get her right. Okay. And okay. Okay. Put them up like so. All right, there we go. Go ahead and have those guys. Because they're going to come to us, right? Nope, they're going to hang back. Okay. So let's have these guys here. We'll have these guys here. We'll have our cavalry here. We'll have infantry 1 here. A little bit more to the left. And then we'll have infantry 2 here. Okay. Nice. And then we'll just tap fast forward a little bit. Okay, there we go. So we should be able to easily win this one as well. Let's see if we can't pick off that lead general. And we need the impale skill already. Nice, got her. Worth the hit. Worth the hit we took. Ow. Alright. Nice. And then let's see if we can't help take out this cavalry dude. Nice. One and 5. Nice. Okay. Easy battle. See, we can win. It is possible. We do have that in our bag. No losses, no nothing. Excellent. Okay. I feel much better now. Okay, we'll take every prisoner. We will drop the useless stuff. I think somebody did not have a javelin that needed one. I believe. Replace that for you, dude, and then. Oh, okay, I guess not. And then we'll dump all that. We have every clan member? Oh, nope, see, we were missing these two. I knew somebody was missing. And her. Okay, so now we got all of our companions back. Let's see what level we got. We leveled up ourselves. Okay, so let's do riding again or tactics. Let's actually do tactics because I'm tired of our auto resolve when we break into a siege screwing us over. 50% damage to enemies less than half their hit points left. Okay, sure. That seems good. And then we'll let them siege this city, and then we'll help them take it. And in the meantime, we'll just mop up some of these smaller groups, because That's kind of the best we can do for now. Oh, we were so close to catching them. Right.
It's been
Nice.
a while.
Okay, we got him. All right. Take him prisoner. Let's go ahead and save. And like I said, we're being a little bit smarter, but still aggressive. Okay, still aggressive, but a little bit smarter. This one, we'll just go ahead and start the battle and get into position. Honestly, let's just put these guys here. Let's just put these guys here. We'll have our archers. Oh, we have a lot of archers, which is great. So we'll have the archers there. And then we'll have some archers over here. We'll have the cavalry there. And then these guys will push more that way. And then where are those guys? Okay, good. All right. Let's see what that does. They are kind of moving to where we wanted to go, unfortunately. So we might have to reposition them once they get there. Like this side. But maybe not. Maybe not. We might be fine. Alright, let's look. So we have... let's have these guys this way. That way. That's probably fine. Alright, let's see if we can't pot shot some of these cavalry dudes. Why was my javelin not out? Nice, got him. Okay. Gonna take just an easy hit. No easy licks. We'll get this person. I think that's the enemy commander, right? Yes, it was, and we nailed him. Excellent. Go ahead and aim for their archer. Dang. Dang, this guy's moving and weaving. Oh my gosh, how did that miss? Okay, alright, we're good. Another easy victory. We did have one death, unfortunately. That's okay, though, because we got the W. Epic. Let's go ahead and take the troops. All the prisoners. And then we'll get rid of some of our... Actually, no, we'll just keep them, and if they desert, they desert. Yeah, we'll keep them at the bottom. Take the upgrades. Make sure our sturgeon recruits are at the bottom. And that's fine. And then we'll take everything. Then we'll get rid of the bad stuff. Okay. Okay, we're rocking and rolling. Let's see if we can get this guy too.
It's been a...
Nice. Alright, this one should be quick. We're just gonna force charge everybody, and then we're just gonna go at it.
Everyone charge!
Nice. Okay, let's see. We're getting there with our throwing, by the way. The aim is slowly coming together. Oh, that's probably the enemy commander. Oh, this one maybe? Oh. This one maybe? And where is our enemy commander? Oops. Hopefully we didn't kill that guy that we hit. Okay, nobody took damage. Cool. Alright.
Enough.
You are my prisoner. We will take those prisoners and then we will upgrade. And then we want those guys at the bottom. Okay. Take that and the food, and then we'll leave the rest. We'll go after these guys now. Alright, hopefully they say no. No, they're gonna say yes. Can we dissuade them? No, we can't. Alright, but that's okay. We were in a rebuilding phase anyways. So it's not too big of a loss. Where's Sturgia? Okay, we still outnumber them. But now we can focus on rebuilding and we can go take these rebels. So let's go to the city. We don't need an army anymore. Let's go to the tavern district. Is this guy any good? Ooh. Can we afford him? No, we can't. We're full on companions. Okay, well, we'll just have to go without him. And then we'll go to sea. We'll do some trading. Okay, can we... Man, we just don't have anything anymore. Alright, so we will take... all that. Go to our smithy. We'll do this one. Okay, and we will refine. And we got all of our money back. Okay. These are easy ones, so we'll do them. And then we'll have them smelt the rest. Okay, let's go ahead and smelt that out of the way. Okay. And then... nice, and then can we still make something? Nice, and then can we get any other money? Got 5% left. Okay, and then can we make this one? Okay, it's too tired to make that one anyways. Okay, cool. All right, so we got some good smith in there. Go to the port, set sail, and let's make our way to Varcheg. And we'll fight any sea raiders at sea if we can catch them. Okay, all right. So we've recouped, you know, ship time, baby. You're right, Anthony. That is it. We are now finally able to do some sailing. It is a beautiful sight. I love the ship too. It looks beautiful. Fortunately, we still are too slow. Ooh, can we get both of these guys? Okay, we've surrounded this dude. We should be able to fight him. Excellent. Let's go ahead and save. And then attack them. Are you serious? Come on, let us get you. Come on. Okay, finally. All right. Let's go ahead and attack. Alrighty, let's see what we can do. Actually, I want that ship. This one we can give to... Who's going to benefit the most? So between these two, we have the wife. Let's put the wife in charge. And then let's have us... No, we'll do a mix of both. And then if we add a third ship, we still have reserves. We can put her in charge. Okay. We'll have these guys roll together, and then we'll go after the little one ourselves. Oh, they're both little. And we're in the wind. So let's go ahead and have these guys. Alright, they are following me. Okay, good. Man, they just randomly fired off a fire pot and almost hit. That's pretty crazy. Alright, let's have these guys push that way. Okay, let's go ahead and drop the sails. And turn. And then we'll go ahead and tell half mass so some of the guys can start shooting. And we'll open up the sails again to get some distance. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll circle back around. And now we'll have these guys engage. Oh, too high. Okay. Man, we're just not really good at shooting these yet. Is it just a straight shot? Okay, it looks like it's just a straight shot. There's no drop. Yeah. Okay, let's go one more shot, shall we? Seems like we're doing okay. Nice, epic. And we didn't lose anybody. That's great. Hey, that was a good one. We actually did something correctly. And we'll keep the recruits and peasants at the bottom, and we will level up the rest. Excellent. We'll take all that, and we will... Does anybody need an upgrade? Ooh. Okay, they needed throwing weapon. And let's give them a thick round shield. And then I think this person... Okay, everybody's good. So then at that point, let's drop that off for the XP. Of course, we will take both of the ships, because why not? And we keep making our way to Varcheg. Excellent. So we got ourselves a successful ship battle, you know, wasn't too bad. Go with endurance and endurance. Vigor and intelligence, excellent. That's good enough. We'll take those. We will take care of Varcheg. We'll take the city back for having them, these disloyal swine, from betraying us. You know, we'll take them back and show them who's boss. In fact, we'll even siege this place. We'll raid it, get the attention going. Richterford. Okay, so with Tournament of Champions is about to start too. Oh my gosh, this is going to be great. Can we just siege this and be done with it? Ooh, they actually have a lot of people. Okay, alright, so it won't be just that easy. Are you seriously not going to let us? There we go. He must have a bunch of scrubs. Yep, he's all infantry. Alright, so this should be another easy battle for us. We should be able to take this W. Easy peasy. We will divide into 2 archer divisions now that we have a good amount. And I think she was 1 captain. I think he was in charge of these guys. I think she's mounted. Maybe him? Okay. We'll just let the rest lie where they may. We'll have these guys over here. Have these guys over here. Keep them 3 lines thick. Okay. They have 10 cavalry that we have to deal with first. Let's have these guys push up. And let's have these guys move here. And have these guys push left. Take up the cavalry. Nice. Good. Excellent. Nice. Alright, cavalry is taken care of. So now we'll have these guys push back right. And chunk some stuff. And we'll have these guys pull back. Okay, we're doing pretty solid. They're still pretty far away. Well, these guys go into shield wall. Okay, easy victory. Okay, I was like, are they just gonna let me throw and hit them from behind? Alright, let's have everybody charge now. And take our easy W. Well, there goes his arm. Excellent. We only lost 10 men. Beautiful. That's what we like to
Keep
see.
up. Call back your dogs.
Okay. We'll upgrade everybody we can and push for more archers. Okay. All right, we're rocking and rolling now. We are slowly getting back to where we were. Does anybody need an upgrade? Nope. Okay, dump all that. Honor the slain foe. Here. Yeah, we only want to decrease morale by 5 instead of 10. Okay, they still have too many people here. So instead, let's take that many. We should be able to take it at that point. Go after these guys. Nice. Okay, we cornered them, and then we should be able to defeat these guys as well. Should be easy enough. So once we take this W, guess we'll just let them be. All right. So they have just archers. So we'll have our archers here. We'll have our main infantry block here. We'll have our secondary infantry block there. We'll have these archers here. And then we will have our cavalry. I guess just chilling right there. Okay. Okay, so they're downhill, so we'll have this group push here. We'll have this group push there, and then we'll have these guys push that way with this group pushing that way. Oh! Let's go ahead and have everybody stop because they're now coming at us. Alright, let's have these guys pull back. And these guys pull back. Tell everybody to charge. Oh, that was a great throw. I can't believe we hit that one. That was a good throw. Alright, easy win. No casualties. Just how we like it.
I give up. Call back your dogs.
We'll take them just so that when they desert, it'll be those guys. So, and then we'll take him as well. Again, just so that it's those guys that are deserting. And we'll get rid of the looters. I gotta start using spears. Yeah, no, the javelins are insane in this game. Like, all throwing weapons are really good. And the throwing perks are really good as well. If you can get the Impaler perk, which is the one we're waiting for, honestly. But if you can get the Impaler perk, what happens is all throwing weapons go straight through shields. You know, because it impales into the shield. So basically every shield unit that you hit, you kill. And so it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Very useful. Makes it so much easier. And you don't have to spend so much time like running around. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, Anthony. It's crazy. Like I said. And then also at sea, you know, at sea, throwing weapons are really good at sea as well. So, yeah. There's really no reason that you shouldn't be doing throwing, unless you're doing some sort of challenge or something like that. I kind of like this one. Okay. I usually have a bow, but these are hit or miss. Yeah. No pun intended. Yeah, the thing is the bow gives you more ammo, but it is harder to hit. But like the fact that like the javelins you can throw through them, and then the fact that also when you're at sea, you don't have to deal with like trying to aim at sea. flexible fighter. But it's this perk right here, Impale. Once you get to level 250 with the throwing, it makes the throwing so much easier. We're pretty close. We're at 240. I think we need another control perk point before we can get it. Oh, so you basically have to max it out. Yeah, pretty much. But it's actually pretty easy to max, though, because, you know, as long as you're not, like, level capped, you know, you should be able to get it maxed out. Because those throws that I've been doing from the horseback, it'll, yeah, exactly, it'll upgrade. Plus, every time you do a siege, every time you throw a fire pot or a stone, that counts as throwing skill. So on sieges, when you kill, like, 80 men by just throwing the fire pots and the stones, it all goes towards your throwing thing. So yeah, it's super useful. So you can like power level your throwing on sieges because of that. Yeah, no, it's clutch. And that's why, again, that's why the throwing perk is so good. Wow, he circled around. See, this is the way he avoided us right there is exactly how I wanted to avoid that first army that wrecked us at the beginning of the playthrough. But he might have made the same mistake we did and took a bad route. Can we not catch this guy, please? Alright, I'm so tired of this AI. They need to make the AI tracking better. You're chasing after somebody. Oh, seems like he's gonna help us take this city. So we're gonna take it first. Okay, we got some upgrades. Go ahead and move. Yep. Okay. So yeah, no, the throwing skill is so good to level up, just because of the fact that it counts those all as kills. So we should be able to win this one. Because basically what we're going to do is we're just going to let our our trebuchets break open the walls because we're not at war. So we can afford to break open the walls because we won't have somebody come siege it while the walls are broken. So yeah, we'll just take it out. So they have 4 catapults. Ooh, Ian, my brother, has given birth to twins. We'll watch one of them. Such a great moment. Such a good moment for us right here. Our brother successfully getting twins now. So Nima's clutch right now. She's had three kids with 2 births. And his first wife, she died on the 3rd kid. So she's already like 3 kids in. So he's been very great for our family. My wife has been slacking for a while, you know. So we need to get her up on the mend. Let's go back to Ian actually. And so he's got, yes, a lord, excellent. And another lord, great. So we got 2 lords, exactly. So we can also have him marry a couple people when they come of age. Go ahead and move that to reserve. And then we're not worried or concerned about those guys. And now that we have our army together, I'm really not concerned. So, should be able to steamroll this one. I'm also kind of tempted to like dismiss these guys. Might not even need them. So we might do that. Oh, forgot. We need to add these back now. And then we'll destroy those. Destroy those. And then hopefully they can finish that ballista. And then now it'll be pretty easy. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and dismiss these guys. I'm feeling confident. Can we not dismiss them? Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, okay, never mind. We will leave them then. I was going to go without them, but unfortunately, because we're already in the siege, they're going to have to fight with us. So once all of the walls are broken and all the catapults are gone, we'll go ahead and have them start building some onager pots as well. Nice. Just want one more. Alright, let's go ahead and lead an assault. Let's save and let's attack. So now that we have the openings, we're going to be able to do this battle pretty easily. And what we're going to do is we're only going to post up on one side. But because they're like open, yeah, let's put that there. And let's put this one here. Unfortunately, we didn't get to keep one of our catapults, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're mainly going to have, since this one is facing here, we'll have this one hit this one and we'll focus on this one. So hopefully that makes sense. Kind of throw some people in different divisions with infantry. That way they do stuff. Nice. We don't really care about them. Alright. And what we're going to do is we're going to have Division 1 here and a shield wall. And then we're going to have Division 3 also here. And then 1, we'll have them in line first. I want these guys over here throwing in from that direction. Okay. And then archers, we'll have archers here shooting in from that way, and then we'll have another set of archers shooting from that way, and then another set up here as well. So we're really just focusing here, and we're just going to let the catapults do their thing over there. And then we'll go jump on the catapult to help it out. And then I want these guys actually here so they can have the hill. Let's have them fill up that portion. that, and then keep them there, and we'll have these guys post up here. Okay, I feel fine with that. And then, like I said, we will move towards this catapult and have it fire over there so we can get some skills going on our engineering. Okay. Sorry, dude, but we want to actually aim this way. Okay, that was a good distance if we were actually aimed at the hole. So let's move a little bit more to the hole. Okay. So we did hit a couple people, but not a lot. So let's drop it back a little bit more. Okay, let's see if that does any damage for us. Nope, still not a lot. I feel like we're still throwing too high. So let's go down another 2 pegs. Okay, let's see what that does. Still too far. And a little bit to the right. So let's drop it a little bit further. Okay. Okay, I feel like that distance is good. Maybe 1 tick further. And then 1 tick over. Down 1 tick. Okay. Fast forward, dude. Fast forward. Fast forward. Okay. Man, I just suck with this catapult. I can't get anything to hit. Alright. Let's go ahead and assault. So we'll have these guys drop over here. With a small detachment here to distract. But they're not actually going to advance. They're just going to hold. Then this infantry, we'll have them push and try and get them spread out like that. Let's see if our horse can get in there, and then we can start throwing it in. Okay, all of our archers still have ammo. There we go. Now we're getting some hits. Just got to be careful not to get hit ourselves. Okay, there goes his arm. just dismembering right and left. For some reason they were like glitched and not running in like they should have been. Alright. Okay, let's have these guys push. Oh, no, wait. Okay, there goes his leg. Alright, let's retreat back. We are just hacking him to pieces right now. I want him in square, that way I can retreat. Not lose too many, but I want to be doing most of the damage here. Ooh, nice catapult. Glad that didn't hit us. I'm just trying to level my skills here. Let's fall back a little bit. Okay. Keep just hacking away at these guys. Man, just a slaughter right now against all these peasants. I love when they don't have shields like this. You can just keep hacking away. Get some throwing going. Okay, just keep throwing, just keep throwing. No, we're not doing nearly as much damage as we were with our axe, but you know, we gotta at least level a little bit of throwing. Get rid of the top tier troop. Go back to our axe and just start mowing them back down again as we dismember them. Okay, yeah, I know, we got Terminator on the mind, you know. As long as we don't take too much damage. That's why we have them in a square formation right here, is literally just so that we can go up to the side. Alright, come on, focus on the guys we want you to focus on. Look at them run, the cowards. Alright, we'll actually block on that one just because he was set up good. Alright, man. Look at all the bodies, man. We are just racking them up, one after the other. Okay. Oh, you gotta love the peasants here. This is gonna be a fun one. Oh, go ahead and dodge that as we dismember more and more. Oh, I think they're already calling it quits on us. Oh, no. Oh, no, we finally went down. Oh, what's going on? Oh, not mean to hit that dude. All right, there we go. I would run too. Yeah, I know. They were just running from us as we were just mowing them down. Unfortunately, that one little peasant guy got his revenge on us and knocked us down. But we got 118 by ourselves. And we ended up getting hardly any two-handed skill because we were already maxed out. But it was fun to just knock them down, to be honest. It was just, I feel like it was the pent-up rage from all the L's we took tonight. You know, that was like the culmination of just full victory, you know, just us unleashing everything we had against all the things that we didn't like. So while it may not have been exactly what we wanted, because we were already kind of skill capped with our can we get rid of these guys instead? Yeah, like that. Okay. We'll donate and take every prisoner. Nice, epic. And then we'll take everything over here, and then I don't think anybody's gonna... Oh, well, I said that, and get the wife that upgrade. We'll get her this upgrade. Okay, so we got some good gear from this fight, and once we... Hopefully we can vote and take this castle ourselves and take it back. And if we can, then we will most definitely probably call it quits, because that was fun. For me, at least. I don't know if it was as much as y'all, but yeah, we were just a psycho axe murderer just going to town on them. That's why I'm saying, like, when you do sieges and stuff, if you do it right, you can, like, power level your guys so much. Like, if I had a lower level and I wasn't already, like, towards my level cap already, I probably easily, with that 100 kills that I got with the two-handed axe, it probably easily would have got me 60 levels in two-handed axe. So that's the benefit of, like, sieging and knowing you're gonna win. Popping that hole in the wall, getting your troops in a foothold, and then just letting them distract while you just hack from the sides is amazing. You can do so much damage to them. And they just are basically at your mercy. So, unfortunately, because we are maxed out, that's why we didn't get over. But if I bet, we probably could have been close to 225 easily after that, if not fully leveled to the way of the Great Axe. But that's okay. We're definitely going to get the endurance attribute. And recruit all these troops. And then we'll have him just smelt. And then we'll aim for the wood stuff. have him just refine. And aim for... Oh, he's tired now. Okay. But yeah, we're going to get his level up. And then... we wait for the kingdom... Gotta love an axe psycho. Yes, thank you, Indigo Sun. Thank you. Hopefully you like that as well. You know, hopefully that was fun for you to see. Like I said, for me, it was insanely fun. I had a great time. Are we not gonna declare who gets it? Where is it? This guy. Alright, I guess he just keeps it himself. That's fine. Well, that kind of sucks. I kind of wanted to take it for myself. Well, in that case, we'll just donate some troops. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of those guys. And then, honestly, we're looking pretty good. But we'll get rid of those archers. And then, can we donate any prisoners as well? Yep, we can. We'll send him in. And then we will... just trying to get rid of... Oh, yeah, the militia I don't like as much. Okay, we're good. So we're under prisoner limit. Get 30 more influence. Okay. And honestly, the rebels are almost finished, so... let's do... and decrease the relationship with her. Increase the relationship. Let's do that one. Sell the prisoners at a tav in the city. I don't think we need money that bad. And I like having the ability to recruit them into the army. But we will disband our army. We'll just go after these guys ourselves. And once we mop up this rebellion, we will probably call it for the night. So let's just hunt down these guys if we can. And you're right. Before I donated all those troops, I should have sold them. But instead, I donated them and got influence, useless influence for us. If we were a mercenary, that would have been a good move. But since we're not a mercenary, I should have just sold them for money. But live and learn. Okay, alright, so we are voting for the new owner. Ah! They didn't let us get it? This guy doesn't like us too much, so we'll throw all of our weight on him. That's kind of annoying. But I guess they do have a point. They did rebel under my leadership, so maybe it makes sense for me not to get it. But I did take it back, you know. I at least won back what we lost, you know. These guys should disband pretty soon. I don't want to go after this bigger group. Not enough champions available to fight this year. Dang. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Let us catch him. Oh, yes, please. This should increase our relation a lot with that guy. Nice. Epic, epic. And then if we can just catch these guys already. Yes, okay, we got him. Let's go ahead and attack, get the easy dub, and then we will see if we can't finish off the rest of the rebel scum. Actually, wait a minute. What is our army comp looking like?
Soldiers! Move it! Move! Soldiers! Soldiers! Forward! Men, move now!
I don't want to split my infantry yet.
Move!
How grand Moff Tarkin of you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Dispose of this rebel scum.
Troops!
Yep. Gotta love Star Wars. I quote it even without intending to quote it. Honestly, I just kind of want to throw most of these guys. Actually, you know what? We will create a small infantry group of like 15.
Infantry! Move!
And then we'll have all these guys be in charge of it. We'll just throw everybody over here. Okay, like that. The Empire did nothing wrong. Rebels are terrorists. No, that's true. That actually is true. I'm actually pro-Empire. Even though I like the characters on the Rebel team, on the Rebel side, for sure. And, you know, the Empire did a lot of things wrong. But, I mean, honestly, they did a lot of things right, too. They held the, you know, just... I don't count the new movies because they butchered the story and the characters so badly. But in the new story, once the Rebels won and defeated the Empire, the entire galaxy, like, governing system collapsed. So much so that, like, the Empire was able to rebuild and take over more of the galaxy without them really even noticing. So at least the Empire knew that this small rebel faction of a couple of like of planets, they knew that they were out there and they were hunting them down very successfully. And then when it comes to like the rebels, you know, once they got in charge, thing went straight to shit. You know, like everybody, like just kind of classic socialism. Once the socialists got in charge, everything just went to crap. And the enemy that they thought they defeated was able to come back and rebuild power underneath their nose without him even knowing and take like a sizable portion of the galaxy. So, while I don't like the Disney trilogy at all, and I don't count it as Star Wars canon, it is important to note that in that canon, the Empire still was the better option. So that's the one thing that you can take from the Disney trilogy, is that they just ensured that the Empire was correct. You know, so maybe that was their whole intention. Maybe they wanted us to really root for the Empire. Yeah, I did like Thrawn. Like, basically what they should have done for Star Wars. And I don't understand why they didn't do this. Like, to this day, it boggles the mind. Why they didn't just, why they didn't just take the, what they call is legends, but basically it's like all the books from... Oh my gosh, I instantly died? Wow, I'm kind of surprised. Wow, I can't believe I took that hit. But like, what they should have done is they should have just taken the books from Disney Legends. Okay, what is everyone doing? Please regroup, guys. What the hell happened to our... We went down and everybody just quit. Alright, so this is 3. And then this one's 5. I'm not really sure why we did that. We're gonna lose a lot more people than we need to because of that. But yeah, George Lucas's the original idea for the sequel trilogy was to have Darth Maul leading the underworld syndicates he banded together to take over Mandalore. Then Luke restarted the Jedi Order to fight him. Exactly. The books were amazing. They should have just taken the books because they had like, out of the books, they had like 60 books, I think, that George Lucas signed off on that he was okay with. And they easily could have made 60 books into like so many different movies with so many different factions. They could have added new characters like the sons and daughters and stuff. Yeah, the extended universe, what they call like legends now. But all those books were amazing, and George Lucas was okay with the story that they told. You know, he approved it basically. So the fact that they didn't do that, I don't understand, because they literally don't even have to think about the story. They just had to like make it. And if you notice, every character that they bring from the books, everybody likes the most out of that series or movie set that they did. So, yeah, see, exactly. You're reading Shatterpoint right now. See, I like the Yuzong Vong War series. That one was really epic. And I read them a long time ago, so I really don't remember all of them too much, but all of them are good. I do remember that. But yeah, it's crazy to me. Disney was so stupid. They had like a cash cow that they could have just printed money. Everybody would have loved it. They would have been heroes, but instead they were stupid and was like, no, we wanna make our own story that nobody likes because why not? And you know why not? Because no one likes it. That's why not. Fine with this guy deserting. Yep. Like I said, it was infuriating. The new Star Wars was so infuriating to me. But, you know, enough nerd stuff. Let's keep to this one. Let's see. Do you subscribe to the theory that Palpatine, even before he was Chancellor, saw into the future that the Gong were coming, so he devised the Clone Wars and the rise of the Empire specifically to fight them, and that the rebellion destroying the Empire guaranteed that the galaxy would be taken over by the Vong? Maybe in the new Disney Star Wars that would make sense, but in the books it's clear that like the rebels took over and it's fine, because Luke has already established the Jedi Academy and they've already been very successful. But I guess in the current universe, I would believe anything that like would been like that the Empire would be out on top, because Palpatine was a master manipulator and a master strategist. You know, he was able to just basically do whatever he wanted and have no consequences. So it wouldn't surprise me if he set that all up so that he could take out the Yuzong Vong. But like I said, you know, the books do a good story condition. And I love all the powers that they give to Luke and all the different characters. But that would be interesting. That might make me want to watch Star Wars again, is if they brought the Vong in and basically fought. Like the rebellion lost to them, and then they need to have like a new set of Jedi descended from Skywalker. Well, no, they're kind of screwed the Skywalker. So, you know what? You know, there's not really any point for me to watch Star Wars without the Skywalkers. No offense, but Star Wars is the story about the Skywalker family. So when they took them out of the family and said anybody can be a Skywalker, it kind of ruined the whole story to me. So I take that back. I would not go back to Star Wars even if that was the case. Now, the Skywalkers were still alive and they had like a secret kid. Like maybe Luke had a secret kid. And he was a true Skywalker, then maybe I would go back for that type of story. That might be interesting, but yeah, not the way it's currently written. Okay. I think that other guy was somewhere over here that we're aiming for. Yeah, this guy. Go ahead and finish him off. My cousin asked me what order to watch everything in. I told him not even watch the Disney stuff. Yeah, that's exactly how I tell everybody that asks me that wants to watch Star Wars, like what order to watch it in. I ask him first. I go, do you know who Luke Skywalker's father is? And if they know that, then I tell them watch it 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and we're number of episode number. But if they don't know that,
It's been a while.
or wait, sorry, I said that backwards. If they don't know that Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father, then I tell them to watch it in the original release order, which is 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. If they do know that Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father, then I say just watch it in episode order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, of course, you stop at 6. There's no 7, 8, and 9. 7, 8, and 9 is like a multiverse story. But yeah. I always say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with all the various shows sprinkled in chronological order. Yeah, again, if you don't know that Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father, which sometimes can be the case if they're young enough, it's better to not watch it in that order because you get the shock factor of like the most evil bad guy now being someone that you actually like and that you want to save. It makes it more interesting. But if you watch it in chronological or like an episode order, like you're saying, then they would already know that because Anakin is shown to have them as babies. So it's like even less of a reason to watch it that way. George Lucas said once Disney owned it. He didn't care what they did anymore. He sold it to concentrate on other things, family movies. So he sold it, but I think he regrets it. No, he actually does. He's under contract. It was part of the like stipulation that he can't badmouth Disney Star Wars. That was a part of their like contract agreement. But he also like hand-groomed, not hand-groomed, but hand-picked his successor, who said that they were going to honor the story and his legacy and his vision. And he trusted them because he was the one that basically put them at the top of Lucasfilm. And they were going to be the one in charge of it. And of course, they were a snake. Kathleen Kennedy was the snake that basically betrayed him. And she had like many interviews where we were like, yeah, we're going to listen to what he said. We're going to do what he wanted. And we're going to keep the spirit alive. And then she went and did everything that she did. So he completely tricked George Lucas. And yeah, I wouldn't imagine the South Park funny. Yeah, the episode would be funny. And also, the Dave Filoni falling off thing is true as well. You know, they're going to F it up when they put a no talking about it clause. Yeah, exactly. Because right when they put that like gag order about that, he then had to like not mouth it. But as the years have gone by, he's done interviews where he actually does still badmouth it in a kind of like clever way, where he's kind of like, oh, you know, it's not as bad. Yeah, exactly. So he was able to
I give up. Call.
okay. But yeah, he was able to covertly say what he wanted to say, which is that they screwed up the story and he would not have gone this direction that they went. And that he was disappointed with how they did it without breaking the clause about them doing it. Or, you know, they don't care enough because the IP's in the dirt that they were just like, whatever. So, yeah. Star Wars. Gotta love when they just take what you love and destroy it. Well, like I said, he was so convinced that they were gonna do it justice because of who was in charge. Star Wars Mountain Blade would be elite. Yeah, no, that would be pretty crazy. Imagine being able to like travel the galaxy. Like every city's like a galactic or like a planet that you're familiar with. Actually, we'll take the archer and get rid of one of the woodsmen. Okay. You said you play No Man's Sky, right? That is correct. I do play No Man's Sky. We've paused on that series, but we will go to... Ooh, a Star Wars mod? That would be pretty epic. We might have to add that and do a whole playthrough just for the Star Wars mod version of it. Yeah. That would be actually super sick. I'm gonna look into that, Anthony. I'm gonna look into that. I might actually make that a stream series. I still love playing Mountain Blade 2 the most, but I might add like maybe on Sunday we play like No Man's Sky Star Wars mod. But again, I gotta kind of research it a little bit, figure out how to do it, and see what all it entails. But I think it would be fun. The real question is, are we rebels or are we Empire? Are we rebels or are we Empire? I'm thinking Empire, but that's just me. All right, let's level up. Mounted warrior. Rebels forever. See, I need a Star Destroyer in my life. The way this campaign's been going, I feel like I've been hit by a Star Destroyer. Oh man! But luckily, we rebounded. You know, Alderaan has been destroyed, but we were able to soldier on. But like I said, I actually love all the characters in the Rebellion faction. So what I would want is I would want the rebels to just rule the Empire. That's what I would want. That would be the best because you get the government authority and ability to control the galaxy that the Empire has, but you have the rebels in charge. I forget which ancient philosopher. It could be either I want to say it's like Plato, Socrates, or Aristotle. One of those three, I think. With Socrates and Aristotle more likely. But I think Plato was one of the like students that's kind of lesser known compared to those two. But one of them, he said they kind of list the order of like what's the best way to govern a civilization, and they give you there's six types. There's the good type, or what people consider the good type, and then the bad type. So you have like a monarch, and the opposite of a monarch is a dictatorship. Then you have a democracy, and then the opposite of a democracy is mob rule. And then you have a republic, and the opposite of a republic is an oligarchy. And essentially, the best form of government is to have a benevolent king. So it's a benevolent monarchy would be the best government system, because you would have a king that has all the authority, and everything that they want to do would be in the favor of the kingdom. So no selfish decisions would be made, and everything would be made in pursuit of making the greatest peace. You can think like the closest example of this would kind of be like King Arthur in Camelot. He was a king at the beginning of Camelot when it hit its golden age, but as Camelot falls, it's actually because he gives away his power to too many of the knights, and it causes resentment and stuff to build up and collapse. But yeah, in this playthrough, we can be a benevolent king. That's kind of what we want to do, but because we're kind of trying to improve our kingdom. But yeah, like that's kind of what they theorized, whichever philosopher it was theorized that would be the best government and system. So there's a boring history lesson for you in case you were interested or not interested. But yeah, there you go. That's the type of governing system that one of the ancient philosophers theorized would be the best. Uh, Although currently the United States is kind of the best of all three in regards to like how the Constitution set it up, with like a king, the president, then you have a republic, the Senate, and then you had a House of Representatives, which were the democracy. But of course, we amended the Constitution and made it to where the Senate was elected by the people instead of appointed by the states. So it kind of ruined the republic aspect of the Senate. And it just, the Senate and the House of Representatives just ended up becoming a democracy instead of like a true separation of all three, which is why they did it that way, by the way. They built it that way explicitly for that purpose. But again, people are just like, oh, everybody should be able to like decide who makes laws and stuff. And it was like, well, that was the whole point of having each separate group. But you know, whatever. What do people know? They obviously think they know better than great men throughout history. A representative democracy, exactly. So yeah, true democracy is madness, which is what they say is mob rule. That's the negative side, which is what a true democracy would be. But yeah. Yep, we're a democratic republic. But like I said, we've kind of leaned more towards democracy portion of the republic instead of towards the republic version. But again, boring history stuff out of the way. We took over these guys, so let's go ahead and donate these rebel leaders. Oh wait, I want to donate to the yeah, exactly, Indigo Sun. A true democracy is 2 wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner. And I think we know how that vote goes. And I would be surprised if it aligned with the the sheep's vote. I would be very shocked. Okay. Is our mount? No, he's not quite to max level yet. Okay. It's fine. And we are at war with the Western Empire, and I think we'll call it there, and we'll pick up on our next stream continuing the war. So if we could take Diathma and make that our main city, that would be wondrous, because I love the ship upgrades at Diathma. So I say we take Apocrypha and kind of like work our way down from Varcheg and basically kind of like sweep across the coast. And maybe we can get some naval. We might try like a naval siege. I think it still ends up being like a normal siege, but when we defend it, we'll try and do a blockade break whenever we take it and they try to take it back. And we'll probably also try and take that castle too, because this is just this random Western Empire one. But yeah, I think that's how we want to set it up. We already took this castle from them. But yeah, I feel like we could do a good job taking out the Western Empire. And then that gives us a good foothold to be able to go back and take this portion away from the Sturgeons. And again, I just want to get the Nords situated and kind of wait for the king to die so we can see what happens and see if we can't get control. So we'll go ahead and save and we'll call it quits. Well, I had a lot of fun this stream. Hopefully you guys did too. We will stream again probably, let's see. Yep, epic. Yep, and yeah, good stuff. No, you guys made the stream fun. We had a lot of viewers at one point while we were doing stuff and taking some wins and losses, but you know, just the champions stay around to the end. You know, the true creme de la creme, you know. Work tomorrow is gonna blow. Yeah, no, I'm kind of with you. I've been enjoying the PTO and like the time off, but luckily for me, the way my PTO worked out and the dates worked out, I did end up going back to work Friday of last week, which kind of put me back in the work mood for this upcoming Monday. So even though it sucked that I had to go into work on Friday, it was cool to be able to kind of get the routine back. Yeah, now we got tax season coming up, make sure to do your taxes every year if you didn't do last year. This year, start preparing now because, you know, you want to get it all done so you don't have to deal with it. But yeah. So our next stream will be Friday. Ooh, wait a minute. I have a date on Friday. And I have a date on Saturday. Yeah, I know, Anthony. I was just telling you last stream about how I was trying to get you a wife, and we'll see if I can't get myself one. But no, I have a date Friday, and it's gonna be kind of early in the morning. So we took a lot of humble pie, so we should be pretty humble. The Bannerlord makes us have to be humble, but hopefully it goes well. But because of that, I might not stream on Friday. But if I do stream, it would be late because it would have to be after the date because I work in the morning and then I'm off in the afternoon, which is when the date starts. So we'll see, but more than likely no stream Friday. But Saturday, the event that they have on Saturday is in the evening. So I could probably stream in the afternoon on Saturday. And that's probably the best, of course. So Saturday we'll stream, and then Sunday we'll stream. And we'll see if that's the case, Anthony. That's definitely a good mindset to have. Definitely. But, we got to be respectful. Got to keep it classy. Yes, we do have to focus on priorities. And while I am happy that the streaming is picking up, we also want to, share our successes with somebody that we love, So we'll get away from the sappy stuff now. And yeah, no stream on Friday. Stream probably Saturday afternoon. And then we'll probably do a stream on Sunday. But we'll probably make the Sunday stream pretty long just because we won't stream Friday. So we'll kind of keep that involved. And I'll just be on the back end throughout the weekday, kind of working on some stream stuff, trying to get some things together. I might add some sound effects for you guys. Ask her if she likes Star Wars. That's always a go-to question because I inevitably end up quoting Star Wars for some random reason. And normally I ask them, oh, did you get that quote? And then they'll be like, oh, that's from Star Wars. Or if they're not, they'll be like, no. And then you kind of ask them and stuff. But yeah, if she says no, yeah, just walk out. Just turn around and walk away. Go straight to streaming. But it could give you a chance to watch Star Wars again, though, if she's down for that. She may not have seen it, but then she might be open to it. And then it's it's a W for you because now you get to watch Star Wars again and have an excuse. But yeah, I'm thinking that's what's gonna go. Like I said, I'll try and add some sound effects. We do have some custom emojis that I made. We have Orpy, which is the mascot. Hi. So whenever y'all, oh yeah, there it goes. I think we have to. I think it's exclamation mark Orpy hi. Right. Yeah, you go. Porpy Fire, that's the other one. And then, but yeah, you got high, fire, and love. Those are the three. So let's see if I can't get the love one. Boom, love, which is what we're aiming for. But yeah, and then let's see. There's the fire, the high, and the love. All three of them. So we made those ourselves. We're pretty proud of it. We will try and maybe make one more while we're doing it because we kind of make it. But what I want to do is I want the porpoise. I need to angle it to where it faces you guys as well. So I need some other shots of like the different angles and stuff, but it's hard to do in Paint and all that stuff. And actually, I use Affinity to do it. So, anyways, we play around with that, but we can also add sound effects. I kind of forget about the sound effects, but uh, yeah, there's some cool things we can do. Yeah, I normally use AI to generate it, but unfortunately, AI is too stupid to know what a porpoise is. They always just give you a dolphin, and so you have to edit the dolphin face to make it look like a porpoise face. So it's a struggle. Once AI is smart enough to know the difference between a dolphin and a porpoise, that's when I'll say the AI is actually smart. But right now, it's not that smart. It's because it can't differentiate between the two, and they're completely different species. So he didn't even know there was a difference. No, yeah, most people don't know a lot about the porpoise, but the biggest thing is the porpoise does not have the beak that the dolphin has. No porpoise has that. And then another key difference is the dolphins have conical teeth, so they look like an ice cream cone, and porpoises have spade teeth, so they look like shovels for their teeth. And then the other major difference is dolphins' fins curve back like a crashing wave, and porpoise fins are more triangular and more straight, like a shark slash killer whale type fin. So they have more straight on their dorsal fin. Those are kind of the key big differences. And then also, unfortunately, the porpoises tend to be a little bit smaller and a little bit heavier, i.e., fatter looking. So most people call them ugly dolphins. The prince of porpoises, exactly. And I love the alliteration too. I thought the main difference was dolphins were murderers that get high on blowfish. Yeah, that's true. The porpoise principle. Yeah, that is the porpoise principle. See, the dolphin propaganda. Yeah, they accost. There you go, accost blowfish. Yes, that's true. Uh, yeah, like I said, dolphins have the greatest propaganda wing and arm known to man, because everybody thinks that dolphins are these cute, adorable creatures that are highly intelligent and just the best friends. But in reality, like, I would not recommend it, but if you look up dolphin caves, make you see dolphins in a different light. Uh, in fact, one of the funniest things that I find, like, this just showcases how good their propaganda wing is. In National Geographic, the great Eden Attenborough, the guy that narrates, "And over the ocean comes a great majestic," that guy. Basically, he's describing two feeding frenzies. There's dolphins feeding on fish, and then there's a group of, like, a pod of dolphins feeding on fish, and then a group of sharks feeding on the fish. And he describes the sharks. "Oh, the bloodthirsty savages come in and accost the fish into a circle of panic and frenzy as they go in and devour with great intensity and ferocity," and stuff like that. Then they have the exact same tactics. The dolphins do the exact same thing. They circle around the fish, get them like whipped up into a panic circle, and then they just come in and just nip at them until there's nothing left. The sharks do the same thing. They circle the fish, get them into a panic circle, and then they just nip at them. But the way he described the dolphins version of it was like, "Oh, and look, the dolphins use teamwork to corral the fish, and then they go in and take their time selecting the best fish that they can choose." So like they did the exact same tactic, but the connotation of the tactic was completely different, like, between the two, just because everyone's like, "Oh, dolphins are great." And yeah, Anthony, the men kill women dolphin babies so they will bang them again. Exactly. Like I said, the dolphins are savages. But everyone doesn't know that. The porpoises, on the other hand, are actually what people think of the dolphins. That's the porpoise. But like I said, nobody cares about the porpoise. The plight of the porpoise, man. It's a sad one. But all right, there you go. You got a National Geographic lesson. Yeah, we need porpoise propaganda against the dolphins. That's what we need. But, yeah. So you got a National Geographic lesson, you got some civics lessons, you got some history lessons, and then you got to see me get schooled and eat a lot of humble pie in Bannerlord, and then kind of recuperate a little bit, but we're still not in the greatest of positions. And we were not able to defeat Sturgia like I was hoping we could. So that was unfortunate. But maybe we can take out Western Empire on our next stream on Saturday. Well, guys, it's been great talking to y'all. You make the stream way more fun. Anthony, like I said, super excited for you to join our streams because you definitely really up the wow factor. And Indigo Sun, also a great clutch. She's been with us from the beginning, so she's amazing too. All right. See y'all on the next one. Take care, sleep tight, and good luck with the new year and going back to work because everyone knows it's going to be a struggle. Yeah, I appreciate the help. Good night, man. Peace out.